Hello my loves, and welcome back to my channel. So I am finally sitting down and doing this video. We are going to be talking about the new Sigma Untamed collection. I have my PR box here. Really quickly before I get into anything, this video is not sponsored in any way, shape, or form. I of course received my PR box from Sigma for free, but they are not paying me to do this video or anything like that. But I figured since we've got this big old box here full of the new collection, we might as well do a whole video dedicated to it. So I'm going to be giving you guys my thoughts and basically a little bit of a review on this, and you guys will see how everything works as I apply it. So really quickly, let me go through what is in the box. So we of course have the eyeshadow palette, the Untamed eyeshadow palette, which has 14 shades, and then we have 5 brushes here at the bottom. We have a makeup bag over here, and then we have some lip products. 4 lippies. We have 1 matte lipstick, and then the 3 here are glosses, shimmery glosses. Real quick, I do have a 10% off code for Sigma that works site-wide. So if there's anything that you want to purchase, or if there's something that you've been meaning to buy, you can of course use my code if your heart desires. You don't have to if you don't want to. But let me stop rambling and let's just jump right into the video. Alright, so I zoomed you guys in just a little bit because I want to work on these brushes and work on the rest of my face because I haven't finished it. So I did do my base off of camera, but what I need to do though is set all of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using this new Sigma brush. This is their multitasker F47 brush. So I'm going to be taking my Makeup Forever. This is their matte velvet skin powder. I am using the shade Y445. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this powder and just kind of push it into my skin to set everything because I did not. What I really like about this brush is that it is so multi-purpose. Like, you can use this as bronzer, as contour. You can use it the way I'm using it, where I'm setting my whole face. And again, it's really pushing the product into my skin. Also getting really up close in this like crevices under my eye is really easy with this brush. So again, super versatile, and I love brushes like that. Switching brushes over here, I'm taking the F25 tapered face brush, and I'm going to be using this for bronzer. And I'm of course going to be going into my collab palette that I have with Ofra Cosmetics, and I'm going to be taking Versatile Matte and a little bit of Raisin over here. I love mixing these two together, and I'm just going to use this brush and pop this right in the hollows and kind of a little bit more on my cheek area to really bronze up my face. I've never used this brush before, but from what I'm seeing so far, the bristles have a lot of movement, and it's really kind of dispersing the product really nicely on my face for a really even application for my bronzer. So what I'm going to try to do is actually contour with this brush because the top of it is really nicely tapered. So again, I'm going into my palette with Ofra Cosmetics. I'm picking up the shade Brown over here, just taking a little bit of this. A little bit goes a very long way. And with a really light pressure, I'm just going to sweep this right there, directly in the hollows. I didn't think this was going to be good for contouring, like detail contouring, but it actually works out really nicely. For blush, I'm taking the F40, which is their large angled contour brush, but I'm going to be using this for blush, and I'm just mixing the 2 blushes that I have in my palette, which is Charmer and Pink Satin, and I'm just gonna sweep this on my cheeks here. And I love to put a little bit of blush all the way to like my temples. I don't know what it is, but it just does something. Honestly, with any of the Sigma brushes I've ever used, the bristles are so soft, which I appreciate so much because I hate using brushes where the bristles are scratchy on my skin, but these brushes do not feel that way at all. Again, I feel like Sigma brushes are like a really good investment. So there isn't a brush here for highlights, so I'm going to use the one that I use normally, which is from Milani. I love this brush. So I'm going to be taking all of the lights in my palette here. I love picking up Rodeo Drive. Again, this is from Ofra Cosmetics. By the way, if you haven't seen, but I have officially hit pan on my Rodeo Drive for all of the lights, and girl, it's because I love it. And I am just popping this in the normal areas. Ashley from Ofra is calling me. I'm literally filming a YouTube video right now, so say hello.
Hi.
Say it again.
Welcome to Waheeda's channel.
Okay, back to the schedule program. So this is something new. This is from Milk Makeup. This is their Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Spray. I have been so obsessed with this. So you literally just shake this up like any setting spray and just pop this on. It is, the mist is so fine. I absolutely love this. It really sets your makeup and makes it last 10 times longer. I love the setting spray. Okay, face is done. I'm going to zoom you guys in and let's move on to the palette. Let me show you guys real quick what the actual palette looks like, the components, because the packaging is really nice. So you have on the front here black velvet, which I absolutely love, and then on the back you have all of the shades here. Really nice. I love this little detail. Not everyone does this in their eyeshadow palette, so again, really appreciates that. So when you do open this baby, you do get a mirror, and this is what the component looks like, and it does come with a dual-ended brush as well, which I do appreciate. Before I go into any eyeshadow, I'm of course going to be priming my lids. I'm going to be using my P. Louise base. This is in the shade number 3. You guys know the deal with this. I don't ever miss this step, and I also like to use this to kind of carve out the bottoms of my brows as well. Using the brush that comes in the palette, I'm going to be using the flat side of this, and I'm going to be picking up the shade Camouflage, and I am popping this shade all over my lid. I love that you can see the pigment. You can see that while I'm packing this on, it is not getting blotchy. It is not kind of like showing up weird on my skin tone. Moving on to the E27 brush from Sigma. This is their detailing blending brush, and I'm going to be using one side of this brush, and I'm going to lightly tap on the edges of that beautiful green shadow we placed down, and this is going to blend it out. Again, I am not picking up any additional products. For this beautiful pop of color in the center here, I'm picking up the shade Envy, which is a beautiful kind of green eyeshadow, and I'm picking this up on an E55 eye shading brush, and I'm popping this in the center of my lid and popping it a little bit in my crease, just to make sure when I'm opening my eyes, you can still see that beautiful shadow on my lid. Give myself a little bit of extra dimension. I'm picking up the shade Spirit over here with my finger, and I'm just going to lightly tap this in the center of that green shade. I don't want to overpower the green, but this is just going to give it a little bit of an extra dimension, giving it a little bit of a different kind of shift. Moving down to my lower lash line, we're going into the fixed line eyeliners from Ofra Cosmetics. This is in the shade White Rabbit, and I'm going to be popping this in my waterline. Last step of this eye look is I'm picking up the shade Camouflage once more on the very tips of this brush, and I'm going to lightly pat this on my lower lash line. I know this looks a little scary, but I promise you it's going to come together and look absolutely beautiful like this. But before I go off camera, I'm going to go into my inner corner highlight, and we're picking up the shade Hustle, which is a beautiful gold, and we're popping this right in this inner corner. Alright, my loves, so I'm going to go off camera, pop on some lashes, and I'm going to be right back. Alright, my loves, eyes are done. I love the way that this look. It is super duper smoky and dramatic and just in your face. I love it. I did go ahead and line my lips if you can't tell. I did go into my LA Girl. This is their Perfect Precision lip liner. This is in the shade Chocolate. Y'all know the deal with this. So let's move on to lips. So we do have 4 new lippies over here, 3 of which are shimmery glosses. I'm going to swatch all 4 of these just so you guys have swatches and you see what they look like if there's anything that you want to purchase. So the first one I'm going into here, this is their liquid lipstick. This is in the shade Dapper, and I'm just going to swatch this right here. Oh, this is pretty. I love this color. This is so universal for literally everyone, and you guys see the pigment is there. It dries. Their liquid lipsticks do dry down completely matte, which I love. Moving on to the glosses, the first one we have here is in the shade Dazzling. I think this is going to be my favorite color, but their brush applicator, this is what this looks like, and I'm just going to pop this right next to it. The third one we have is in the shade Passionate, which is super duper pretty. I love this. This is such a unique shade, and we're just gonna swatch this right here Really pretty. And then the last shade we have here, which is so unique and so pretty. This is in the shade Heartfelt. Again, this is a shimmery gloss. So pretty. I love how these colors just really complement each other so beautifully. So I am popping on this shade Dapper right on my lips. Oh, these are colors I absolutely love. Let me zoom you guys in just a touch more so you can see everything up close and personal. So pretty. I absolutely love the greens. I love the lip color. Like everything just works really nicely together. Like perfection. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any questions or comments, let me know down below in the comments section. I'm also gonna say I'm thinking about doing like a makeup collection organization video to kind of show you guys what my collection looks like. A lot of people have asked me about it, but I don't know if I want to do it just because my collection is a little bit all over the place and I need to organize it a little bit better. But if it's something you want to see, let me know in the comments below and I'll do that for you guys. But thank you so much for watching and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!
I see the money keeps calling me, keep calling, baby, keep calling. Hey, we on it, and he going sideways.